What's going on, guys? It's Cole here. I am standing in the mountains of West Virginia and it's absolutely beautiful. I've been driving for about 4 hours and I've just been exploring this land. I literally just got here. In the background you can see, let me turn the camera here, there's like pretty much where the woods are, that's where there's a spring that comes up and it turns into like a small stream, eventually feeds into the river, etc., etc. We're pretty close to like a pretty big river, which is nice. It would be good. There's like a lot of camping and stuff in this area, tourism. It doesn't look that steep in the pictures. As soon as I got here, like, yeah, they gave me the side of the freaking hill. They left all the flat stuff for the locals. Anyways, I'm just checking it out right now. It was like a crazy rain. I drove up here, accidentally was driving on the neighbor's property, but yeah, right now it's not the neighbor's property, and yeah, just gonna see if this would be a good piece of land to buy and start a little farm, little homestead. Do some stretching. I get so tight. Wonder if the neighbors, I got a loud truck and I just like, you're driving on the road, all of a sudden you're just like, oh, there's a sign, you just drive up across the ditch just on top of the field. It's pretty wild. But yeah, hopefully like this is like cool content or whatever. I don't know, I'm just like recording my travels. I do stuff like this anyways, and then I was just like, you know, maybe I should record it. But like, look at that. It's not that dirty. People who are like working the oil pipeline, the pipeline is like, that ain't dirty, I'll show you dirty. But yeah, I'm trying to see like what else is going on. It's kind of weird being out in the country. I always was like, who the hell are like these people that are like vlogging everywhere? And I was like, why does everyone have to record everything? Why does everyone think they're so important? I don't know, but I guess it's pretty, you know, if you're sitting at home and you're like, oh my gosh, my office job sucks, I wish I was out in the woods. Like, I don't know, maybe this will inspire you to do the same, to move out to the woods. So I drove 4 hours from the suburbs to get here. You know, so this is the neighbor's property up on the hill. All the neighbors are probably looking at me right now like, what's that city slicker doing with his camera? I wonder if I can get permission from the neighbors to pretty much like come up here and check out this view, because it'd be great to have. I guess I'll use the good camera. Look at that. This is like not owned. Like where my truck is where the property line is, and you just get like the side. So I guess someone would technically always be able to look down on you. You know, if someone built a house up here, I guess they could just be all up in your business. But those woods right there, pretty much that little open section, I'd assume that's wetlands, swampy area. And then the trees, I would own all those as well. But this is pretty, yeah, you can see my tire track is like totally not the land that's for sale. But we're in the country, so who gives a darn? It looks like nice pasture, it'd be good grazing land. I think I could do a lot of blueberries, a lot of apples. The neighbors have a nice orchard. I'm gonna probably ask their opinion and see what they think of it, because usually the neighbors are like, it'll never sell for that much. You know, the neighbors are like, it has nothing that's sold for that much money and ever. And then it sells like the next day because they're used to the yesterday's prices. And here we are living in today, because land has doubled since like 2020. But it's absolutely beautiful. The pictures never do it justice. Like, this is a mountain view. My eyes see it like that. It's all zoomed in. Anyways, I'm gonna walk down, explore the wood line, all that fun stuff. Peace out, guys. But pretty much what they did was leave this whole area natural. So if you look around me, there's a bunch of like 3-4 foot tall goldenrod, ragweed, all that type of thing. So, I mean, like, this is yeah, it's tall. Anyways, it looks like they did it next door, which is really pretty. If you go over there, there's just a bunch of crickets and lightning bugs and whatever the heck else makes noise. But the middle part, I actually thought it was a swamp. But it turns out they just left it natural. So I'm gonna ask the agent about that and see like if they're trying to cover anything up in this middle area. But it looks like there's maybe an old apple tree that got a little tore up. But look at all that, how pretty. I just got hit with the electric fence for you guys. It looked like it was just barbed wire, but as soon as I touched my knee to the ground, got me. Holy cow. So right here, we've actually got some spice bush. And I wasn't sure if it was actually spice bush until I got a berry and chased it. They use it for spices. So don't always eat the red berries. They don't really taste great as berries, but they're good as seasoning. So I just talked to the neighbor and he said that it's been for sale for like 10 years, but they only had a sign out front. They never listed it. And in these areas, people really don't, like the locals have kind of gotten outpriced because they're like, oh, we're only going to offer this much per acre. But people from out of town are like, oh, that's a great deal because it's cheaper than where I'm from. So now that it's listed and everyone can see it, there's a chance that like someone will buy it pretty quick, I can imagine. Because you look on Zillow, there's nothing similar like that. That's like a 10-acre lot. It's all bigger. So it might sell. I might pass on it. It was a slight north-facing slope. But here's just like down the road. It was beautiful that this is right down the road. Big river here. Lots of rocks. There's like rapids upstream and all that cool stuff. But yeah, we'll see. The land is to be determined. We'll see if it is, if I want to buy it or not. At first I was like, this is great. I love it. And then I was like, oh, maybe because the slope, it won't get enough sun, and et cetera, and everything, type of thing like that. So we'll see. I keep you posted. This is what's going on. But pretty much as far as you can see over there is just a field of wildflowers. Then you got some more combination. I think I saw some locust trees, which are nitrogen fixers. They add nitrogen to the soil. And then also a ton of black walnuts. But you look around here and it's all left natural. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's some autumn olive invasive stuff, but like, you know, raspberries, all sorts of cool stuff. Walnuts, raspberries, what else can you ask for? So as I mentioned before, these are wild grapes. So it's such a treat being out in the woods, getting all that nutrition. We have walnuts and grapes. What a haul. Walnuts right above me, wildflowers for the bees, grapes, raspberries. I love the outdoors.